Close your eyes for just 5 seconds and imagine this scene with me. It's February 2026. Your phone buzzes at 3:17 a.m. with a CNBC push alert, S&P futures down limit, trading halted. You open your brokerage app and watch the number that used to make you feel safe drop 23% before the US market even opens. Your biggest client sent an email yesterday that simply says, "We have to pause all contracts indefinitely." Your landlord just slid a new lease under the door with a 31% increase. And somewhere in the back of your mind, a quiet voice whispers, "This time it might not come back." Now open your eyes. That scene is not a prediction. It is a historical guarantee. Markets crash, empires fall, jobs disappear. It has happened every cycle over the last 400 years, and it will happen again. But here is the part nobody tells you. The same event that destroys most people's wealth is the exact event that creates the greatest fortunes in every generation. Rockefeller became the richest man alive by staying calm during the Panic of 1873 and the Long Depression. The Rothschilds built a dynasty buying when London was literally on fire in 1815. Even in our lifetime, men and women who kept their heads in 2008 and 2020 retired a decade early. The difference was never luck. It was never insider information. It was a set of ancient disciplines written 1,850 years ago by a Roman emperor who ruled through plague, war, betrayal, and constant barbarian invasions, while somehow never losing his mind or his money. His name was Marcus Aurelius, and his private journal, never meant for public eyes, became the operating manual for turning chaos into compound interest. I know this because I lived it. In early 2022, I lost 68% of my entire net worth in 11 weeks. I was 29, over-leveraged, and terrified. Then I found Meditations gathering dust on a shelf. What started as a desperate late-night read became a daily battle plan of exactly 10 habits. 3 years later, I am ahead of my previous peak by a lot, and I sleep like a child no matter what the charts do. These are the 10 habits. If 2026 gets ugly, and every indicator says it will, these are what will make you richer on the other side. Habit 1. The 90-second Premeditatio Malorum that kills fear before breakfast. Every morning before you check your phone, before coffee, before you allow hope or dopamine to cloud your judgment, you stand in the dark and deliberately visualize absolute financial hell for 90 seconds. Speak it slowly, out loud. What if the market opens 35% lower tomorrow? What if my income drops to zero for 6 months? What if the ATM says daily limit reached for weeks? What if every investment I own gets cut in half again? Let the images flood in. Let your stomach tighten. Let the adrenaline spike. Then end with the exact line Marcus wrote to himself almost 2,000 years ago. These things are not yet happening, but if they do, I have within me everything necessary to endure them with honor and keep my reason intact. 90 seconds, 30 mornings. After day 30, when the real crash finally shows up, your body will recognize it like an old training partner. The panic never arrives because you already paid for it in advance. This is the single most powerful antidote to financial anxiety ever invented. Habit 2. The Dichotomy of Control. Wallet lists that ended my doom scrolling forever. Open your phone right now and create 2 permanent notes. Note 1 title, "I control this 100%, no excuses." Under it you write, today and forever. How hard I work today, how much I saved this paycheck, the skills I practice for 1 hour, my honesty and my word, whether I waste money on distractions or impulses, the quality of my sleep and my body. Note 2 title, I control this 0%. Stop wasting energy. Under it, interest rates, Bitcoin price at 4 a.m., whether the CEO is having a bad day, geopolitical headlines, whether the VIX explodes, what the talking heads on TV scream. Every single time you feel the urge to refresh Bloomberg, Robinhood, Twitter, or the news, you open these 2 lists instead, read the second one out loud like a mantra, and close every other app. I printed mine on a card, laminated it, and taped it to the back of my phone. Within 90 days, the compulsive checking stopped cold. My account balance started moving in only one direction: up. Habit 3, voluntary discomfort. Friday, the day I trained for the recession. Like an athlete, every single Friday you live as if the crash has already happened. Hard rules for 24 hours. Total spending capped at $15 or local equivalent. No ride share, no delivery, no subscriptions. Cold shower only. Walk, bike, or public transport. Eat only food already in the pantry or fridge. Zero retail therapy, zero quick fixes. The first Friday, you will hate me. The fourth Friday, you will thank me. The 12th Friday, you will realize you could live happily on a fraction of what you thought you needed. When real scarcity finally knocks, you open the door smiling because you have already hosted it as a guest every week for months. Habit 4, the 4 virtues purchase filter that saved me. 6 figures. Marcus judged every decision, war, politics, and personal spending by 4 virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, temperance. We do the same with money. Before any non-essential purchase over $50, you ask 4 questions. Wisdom. Is this the smartest use of this money, or am I being manipulated by scarcity marketing? Courage. Does this purchase require me to face discomfort I'm avoiding, or is it cowardice in disguise? Justice. Is anyone exploited? Worker, environment, future me, so I can have this cheaper and faster? Temperance. Am I mastering my desires, or are my desires mastering me? You must answer a clear, honest yes to all 4, or the transaction dies immediately. I have walked away from cars, watches, clothes, vacations, and endless gadgets using this filter. The money I didn't waste became the money that bought freedom while everyone else panicked. Habit 5, the view from above. Reset, the cosmic zoom that stops panic selling cold. Anytime your portfolio drops more than 5% in a single day, or a terrifying headline hits, you force yourself to perform Marcus's cosmic perspective exercise. Close your eyes. See your house from the roof, then your neighborhood from a plane, then your city from 30,000 feet, then your country from low Earth orbit, then the entire planet as a pale blue dot. Then fast forward 100 years. Every headline screaming right now is forgotten dust. Open your eyes and look at the red numbers again. They now look exactly like what they are: temporary, microscopic, meaningless in the grand arc of a human life. You stop selling. You start buying the fear of others at prices you used to only dream about. Habit 6, the 9 p.m. Marcus Audit, the 5-minute ritual that builds an unbreakable mind. Every single night at 9 p.m. sharp, You sit down with a physical journal and answer the same three questions the emperor asked himself for 2 decades. In what ways did I exercise perfect control today, especially with money and time? Where did I fall short of wisdom, courage, justice, or moderation? Be brutally honest. Tomorrow, what is the single most important financial action that is 100% in my power, no matter what the market does? 5 minutes. Pen and paper only. I have 4 full leather journals of these answers now. They are worth more to me than every investment statement I own because they document the slow forging of a mind that cannot be broken by any crash. Habit 7. The obstacle is the way reframe. Turning every setback into rocket fuel. Every loss, rejection, or piece of bad news gets flipped the same day it lands. Real examples from my own life. Lost a $12,000 per month client, instantly became 30 extra hours to build the new offer that now brings in $38,000 per month. Favorite stock dropped 58%. I got to buy a world-class company at the price I circled 2 years earlier. Rent increased 28%, forced me to buy a multifamily property, and now I live for free while tenants pay the mortgage. The Stoics did not merely endure obstacles, they harvested them like raw material for greatness. Habit 8. The sacred 5% rule. The tiny discipline that creates millionaires in bear markets. 5% of every single dollar that enters your life gets moved immediately and automatically into long-term wealth building. You made $312 this week, $15.60 moves. You made $15,400, $770 moves. You made $74, $3.70 moves. No exceptions. No, I'll catch up later. Bear markets are the greatest wealth transfer events in history, from the emotional to the disciplined. 5% is small enough that you always survive, large enough that 15 years later, you wake up stunned at the number. Habit 9. Build your personal citadel. The only 3 things a crash cannot touch. Recessions destroy jobs, stocks, real estate, and crypto. They barely scratch 3 assets. Deep, monetizable skills that are rare and valuable. A real network of people who trust you and would move mountains to work with you again. A reputation for integrity, excellence, and calm under pressure. Every single day you invest one focused, phone-free, undistracted hour into at least one of these 3. That hour is ring-fenced, non-negotiable, sacred. It is the inner citadel Marcus wrote about, the fortress that stands untouched when empires burn. Habit 10. Amor Fati Money Tattoo. Falling in love with the crash. And now the final habit, the one that turns disciplined Stoics into legends. Amor Fati, love of fate. You are going to fall in love with the 2026 crash before it even begins. Because the crash will shake the weak hands off legendary assets, force you to get lean, strong, and anti-fragile. Put world-class companies on clearance for decades. Separate the real builders from the tourists. Reward the calm, the patient, and the prepared beyond their wildest dreams. Every historic fortune was built or massively accelerated in a depression. Yours can be too, if you stop fearing the fire and start thanking it. So when the headlines scream blood, when your friends panic sell, when the world feels like it's ending, you smile, whisper, "Thank you, I was born for this," and get to work. That single mindset is worth more than any stock tip, any crypto coin, any guru course ever created. Finally, these 10 habits are not philosophy. They are a complete operating system for wealth in chaos. I lived them while crawling out of a hole most people never escape. Thousands inside our private community live them every day. That's why I built something no one else is giving away for free. In the description and the very first pinned comment is the complete 30-day Stoic Wealth in Chaos kit. My exact Notion dashboard and templates. 30 pre-written Premeditatio Malorum morning scripts. The laminated Dichotomy of Control card ready to print. The 4 virtues shopping checklist. The 9 p.m. journal template pack. Instant access to our private Discord where hundreds of us do voluntary Discomfort Fridays together every week. 0 cost, no email required, just click and start tonight. If you're still here, the next crash is not a threat. It is the greatest opportunity of your financial life. Comment the exact words, "I love fate" below, and I will personally reply to every single one of the first 1,000 warriors who do. Subscribe and hit the bell, because in 48 hours I drop the sequel, What Seneca Did the Day Nero Seized 99% of his fortune, and how he walked away even richer. Until then, control what you can, love everything else, and I'll see you on the other side of 2026. Calm, unbreakable, and significantly richer.